Ever wonder how she replaced you in days? Truth is, she was gone long before the breakup, emotionally checked out, already swinging to the next man. Let me break down the cold biological reasons why women move this fast. Hey, gang, and welcome back to the sacred halls of Magic's monologue, where truth doesn't whisper, it roars. I'm Magic, your curator of personal growth and unapologetic reality checks. Today's video, she replaced me immediately. Here's what I did after. Let's talk about it. But before we dig into this wild ride, connect with me on Locals at magicsmonologue.locals.com and over on X at Magic's Monologue, where I'm building my tribe there too. Additionally, you can send a small donation via crypto if you like my work, and that information is in the description below. Did you know only 91% of you who watch me subscribe? Show your support. It just takes seconds. Give me a thumbs up and a subscribe, and hit the bell as it helps keep me motivated and allows others to see my work through the algorithm. She's not crying over you, brother. If she comes back, and they often do, she'll be crying because her backup plan failed. Let me show you how to make sure you never become Plan B again. Let's begin the journey. About 2 years ago, I was in a relationship with a girl for almost 8 months. The breakup was rough. I'll be honest, I didn't handle it well. Emotions were high, and I acted cold and harsh in those final moments. What surprised me the most wasn't that we broke up. It was how fast she moved on. Within days, she was already with someone else. Yes, because I hate to say it, however, she had him waiting in the wings. As a rule, guys, what women do is secure your replacement before they dump you. At first, it crushed me. I thought I meant something more to her, but very quickly I realized who I had been dealing with. Someone who could detach that quickly wasn't someone who ever really saw me the way I saw her. It was manipulation masked as love, and the realization helped me to snap out of the emotional spiral. I decided then and there I needed to take full control of my life and went into what I call ghost mode. I barely used my phone. I stopped checking social media. I started reading books like never before. I trained hard, both physically and mentally. I did everything I could to stop my mind from going back to her. What helped me the most during that time was prayer, reading spiritual texts, giving me the most comfort. It reminded me that this life has a purpose far greater than heartbreak. But I won't lie, it was one of the hardest periods of my life. I was living alone and had no one else to talk to about how I was feeling. The silence was loud, but I refused to let anyone see me break. I kept going. I got stronger, and even when it felt like everything around me was falling apart, I continued. While my job at the time wasn't going the way I wanted, in my inner world was transforming. Day by day, I was becoming a different man. My mindset shifted, and people around me started noticing. I became more confident, more intentional, and more careful with who I gave my time to, especially women. Then 4 or 5 months later, it happened. She called. She was crying. The guy that she had left me for had dumped her, left her in pieces. She was hurt, confused, broken, and a part of me felt bad for her, but another part felt like justice had finally arrived. You know what they say, karma's a bitch. I didn't argue with her. I didn't rub it in her face. I gave her a few calm words, comforted her for the moment, and then I walked away. Told her to delete my number. She never did, but that didn't matter. I already won. I had healed. I had moved on. I had become someone new. Looking back now, I genuinely believe she came into my life as a lesson, a painful one, but necessary. Without that experience, I wouldn't be who I am today. It pushed me to grow. It forced me to find strength I didn't know I had. This path wasn't easy. It was filled with pain, silence, and self-doubt. But if you're reading this and going through something similar, then trust me, this path is worth it. Keep walking. Don't look back. You'll come out stronger. I also spent a lot of time studying female psychology, reading, observing. One thing I noticed over and over again, women hate being rejected. They hate being ignored. That's why guys who seem like they don't care always end up with the women other men chase. It taught me something important. The most powerful thing you can do after a breakup is to disappear and rebuild. Let your absence speak. Thanks to this community for giving people the space to share. I hope my story helps someone else out there feel a little less alone. You're not broken. You're just being rebuilt. Right, gentlemen, let's dissect this, not as boys licking wounds, but as men taking stock. Our brother here got a gut punch most men have felt. She replaced him immediately, days, not weeks, and that stings deeper than any breakup line ever could. Here's why. Women recover faster because biologically they must. Evolution wired them to secure the next protector, the next provider fast. They don't have the luxury of emotional drift. Hypergamy doesn't wait. Studies confirm this. Women initiate 69% of breakups. That's from a Stanford University study in 2022. And once that decision is made, she's emotionally detached long before you get the memo. She's been monkey branching, swinging from vine to vine, so by the time she jumps, she's already got the next man waiting to catch her. Here is a truth which will resonate with many of you. She wasn't yours. It was just your turn. But our man here didn't fold. He went ghost mode, and that's textbook recovery. Social media is a graveyard of reminders and illusions. Every scroll reopens the wound, and he shut it all off. Instead, he lifted iron, filled his mind with books, his spirit with prayer. That, gentleman, is the way. Mind, body, spirit aligned. Here's the real win. When she came crawling back months later, broken, abandoned by her new, shiny option, he didn't simp. He didn't gloat. It is said, as a rule, sooner or later, when their plan doesn't work, they always come back. He simply walked away. That is masculine dignity and personal authority. He stood taller because he rebuilt from the ashes like a phoenix. That's when you know you've won, when her tears don't move you because you've outgrown her chaos. Now let me arm you with a concrete steps for your recovery. 1, cut contact completely. Delete, block, vanish. Your dignity is not up for negotiation. 2, rebuild your body. Testosterone thrives when you train. Lifting weights isn't just physical, it rewards your brain for discipline and confidence. 3, master your mind. Read, learn, develop skills. A man who knows things commands respect. 4, spiritual grounding. Whether it's faith, philosophy, or meditation, anchor yourself to something greater. 5, cultivate personal authority. Move through life on your terms. When you stop chasing women, notice they can't handle rejection, but they hate being ignored even more. Most of all, understand this. You're not broken. You're being rebuilt. That's not just a line. I'm giving you here today a blueprint. Brothers, every breakup is a divine test. Will you drown in her memory, or will you become a man she'll never have access to again? The choice is yours. Stay sharp, stay dangerous, and stay rebuilding. If this hit home, don't just sit with it. Hit the thumbs up, smash the subscribe, and ring the bell so you'll never miss the truth bombs I drop here. Share this with 3 men who need to wake up and rise up. That's how we build this channel, one solid brother at a time. Got a story that needs to be told? A link that made your jaw drop? Email me at stories@magicsmonologue.com. Let's expose the madness and drop some clarity. You're not just watching, you're leading by example, helping other men elevate with wisdom, purpose, and unshakable standards. You're not alone. You're not crazy. And if you're still hungry for more, click here to watch the next video. She traded sex for work promotions. Am I the a-hole for dumping her? And that video is coming up right now. Until next time.